EA Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Halloween matchup. It's the Houston Texans and the New York Jets on Thursday night.
Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S Jets well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And away we go from East Rutherford. On the return, here comes Davis. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. They're led out by the four-time MVP who's been in this league since 2005, Aaron Rodgers.
Well, these Jets fans, they've been waiting for this moment. They only got 4 snaps of Aaron Rodgers a season ago before, unfortunately, that Achilles snapped. He's put himself in tremendous shape. He worked to almost get back last season. And that arm and that release, Kate, it is still one of the most dynamic in the game.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs?
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Throwing on 1st down, Rodgers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And they bring him down. It looks like he got it to the 27. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
1st down, Rodgers. Corley reels it in. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 21. That's complete to Wilson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Again, Rodgers. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York! The Jets finish up an excellent opening series. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Riley Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Here's Steven Sims with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is someone who became an absolute superstar last year as a rookie. Drafted second in 2023, it's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL, and it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion, but this guy is just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on a route. C.J. was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it's 3rd down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. And not a lot of cover guys who can match up with him in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. On play action, here's Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. To the air yet again. It's Stroud. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and long.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And it'll be Jets football. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First down, ball at the 36. From the gun, it's Hall. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. 7-0 is our score. More from MetLife coming right up. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They'll begin the quarter with 2nd and 8. Rodgers here off the play action. Through the middle. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a 13-0 lead. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets double their lead to 14. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Sims now on the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. This Texans offense readied up for its second drive of the contest. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. Ball at the 33 for first down. Now begin with a run by Mixon. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun now, first round. He's Marley won't risk something here and just chucks it away. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. From the gun, Stroud. He's thrown deep to the left side. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So that brings up 4th and long.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. The Jets and Davante Adams getting set for another look here. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they're going to take over possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Rodgers. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Azeez Al-Shire has it. And the Texans stack a big return onto that pick. Look at this. They've got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the option, here's Mixon. Jukes one defender. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Keeping it with Mixon. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. To the air, Stroud. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll get him back to 11.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. And look at this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there one play before they were picked off.
They're kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. It was the rookie from USC who got there for that tackle.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
From the 43. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Rodgers will look to throw. On the quick slant, it finds Adams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Jets looking for a bigger lead before the break. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Has a man, it's Tyler Conklin. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. He'll get this one to Adams. It's a 21-yard gain. And it will give the Jets a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Catch is made in close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Throwing again, it's Rodgers. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York! The Jets boat racing them to the halftime locker room. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets push their lead to 18. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Sims now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. First down, Stroud. Searches, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Desperation's a tricky thing, Kate. You love defenses when they're desperate and they're just playing on edge. But offensively, you're in a hole like this, the worst thing you could do is get desperate in a sack Oh, it only adds further insult to injury.
Offense to the line for second down. Looking to throw. Dell with the grab. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween night. We've had some tricks and treats so far in this one. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. We got an excellent first half from the former MVP, Aaron Rodgers. He threw a first-quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half, and he may just be getting started. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Damian Pierce now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. So as we get set to begin the third quarter, it's the Texans offense who's going to be out there first. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Slot receiver headed left. Stroud off the play fake. That's completed right side. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. First and 10, a run to Mixon. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Brought to a halt by C.J. Mosley. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Mixon on the toss. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
To the air, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Mixon does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Texans cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on first down, they go right back to the ground and score just one play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that first down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans make it an 11-point ball game. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. Good looking return here, and he's got room. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. The Jets and Aaron Rodgers headed back out on offense. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers here from the gun. He's got the hook up to Adams. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Big game downfield. And that's a New York touchdown. I know that's one of his favorite routes to run, Brock, but that has got to be one of a quarterback's favorite throws to make as well, right? Drop it in over the defender and take the lid off the D for 6.
Because it is so simple. It's something that these two have done and thrown together for years and years. Maybe not to each other, but since Pop Warner. They've been running the go route. Just run right by him, and if you're even, you're leaving, and I'm going to drop it right over the top.
Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets push their lead to 18. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Sims now on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Mixon on the counter. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Stroud now. Connection made to Dell. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Just got a hand up on that to break it up. And 4th and 4 coming up.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And you can see in these clips quite an extensive highlight reel he's put together in what is a 4-touchdown game for him already.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say this guy's in the zone. I know in hoops, sometimes shooters say that hoop looks and that basket looks enormous. Right? I know on a golf course, you're thinking, man, everything is a birdie. For this guy today, 4 touchdowns on the ledger. He's made it look easy.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll go right side with Hall. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's Hall once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Rodgers throwing on 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. No return on that punt. And it's going to be Texans football. Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Gets this to Stover. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
From the 29. Complete to Dell. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Stroud now on 3rd. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Running for it, Mixon. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on fourth.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. That's 16 on the pickup. And it sets up a Houston first.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Not on the same page with his tight end. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Second and 10, Stroud to throw. Gets this to Woods. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Working quickly here. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. He finds Woods. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Offense in the hurry up here. Short pass brought in. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Give them about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Texans hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Running back sent in motion. From the gun, Stroud. Has it down close. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans make it an 11-point ball game. With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the Jets are able to recover the kick.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
The home teams ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Hall takes it straight ahead. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. Second and 3 now. They go right back to Hall. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Houston calls it second timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Hall running between the tackles. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. Final timeout called by the Texans. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. This is Hall. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. It's taken in by Williams. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that extends their lead to 14.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Sims now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw it. Finds Woods. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. To throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Here he is to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. One final shot here. Try and push it deep downfield. Oh, that would have been a big hitter. Just couldn't get possession in bounds. So the win goes to the Jets. Well, partner, we could see they had high hopes when they entered the stadium earlier today, hoping to pull the road victory off. We know, though, it can be so tough to win on the road, and there's some dejected faces as they leave this football field.
Never enjoyed these flights home. Going to be a long, silent one as they try to figure out what went wrong, ruminate on the outcome of this game. You never like taking one on the chin, ever, 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 and heading home just gives them all some extra time to think about what went wrong.
Glad I'm not going to be on that flight.